Welcome everybody, here's your strategy wolf, and welcome back to Victoria 3, welcome back to our Russian Empire in 1894, and welcome back with our current Tsar Alexander Romanov. Yeah, we're back in January. We just made peace with the French after their annoying efforts to land in Karelia and St. Petersburg. And yeah, we're growing economically, just switched to our new modern ships, steamships, and we're observing how the world keeps on warmongering around us. Nevertheless, by the way, just looking at in Africa, because I was staring at always up the crazy world in the Americas and partially Europe, and now you look here at Sokoto, that is basically... they're a protectorate at least, okay, from the French. By the French, I don't know, but do they have frontier colonization? Oh yeah, that's how they grew so big. Okay, then, but somebody... Hara? Okay, British. Okay, when you hit the market and it turns more as expected, but still not as much as I thought before. Sorry, pardon me. Before we get in, we have a new technology, steel frame buildings, which basically allows us to go for a new construction method that I don't want to go for immediately, or we can potentially afford it, I'm not sure. Maybe come on, let's do it for St. Petersburg and Moscow, just for the, some flexing reasons. And then in urban centers we can go to covered markets, which is nice. I'll do it just not everywhere by now really, but it's good. And then we can keep on going and see what's up next for us, whilst the others... I mean, everybody's in war and so forth. Of course, is this the moment for us to snack on Manchuria? But no, I really would like to get down a little bit with our infamy first. Thieves and liars first. Yeah, and we are enacting, actually, of course, we do enact racial segregation, which would help us to bring the Jews and the Poles and Georgians and basically all other Europeans than Russians, Belarusians and Ukrainians into our accepted cultures, and therefore a little less discrimination. Yeah, the Asians still won't have a great time, but yeah, step by step. But let's see what the people think first. The movement to preserve national supremacy has begun a propaganda campaign, painting Finnish people as criminals who will be allowed to run rampant under the new racial segregation law. Oh, that might be a big point. Yes, I've read the pamphlet, it's nothing new. The Finnish are thieves, the Finnish are violent thugs, the Finnish culture is inherently corrupt, and desecration will be the end of Russia. The picture of a Finnish man in rags, vaguely resembling my father. Has it ever crossed their minds that the reason so many of us live in poverty is because the current laws force us there? Yeah, we must take a stance against these wild lies. Is it a lie? Or let them win? We must take a stance. I'm happy to use the authority because we would like to pass it this time. I think it's the 4th attempt already, and a couple of 20 years ago, 30, we tried to do that before. Let's stop the public health programs here in Tambov and Nizhny Novgorod. That's good. Should us almost at 0 authority again, and police brutality. The use of extreme force is becoming increasingly common among police officers in Ingria. The working class and the social conscious are rallying against the police as an institution. Scarcely a week passes without their committing some offense, which disgusts everybody but the magistrates. Boys are bruised by the ferocity, women insulted by their ruffianism, and that which brutality has done, perjury denies, and magisterial stupidity suffers to go unpunished. Police brutality is becoming one of our most venerated institutions. We cannot... yeah, but no, we're Russia. The use of force is warranted, of course. Also kind of nice if the side effect is that the petit bourgeois is at least far away from activating xenophobia, which I was a little bit worried about. But all good at this point. We do, by the way, have our mandates. We haven't checked our power block in a long time, but... nah, the vassalization is... we're taking tons of authority or influence from here, right? Are we? Yeah, 300, that's quite nice. Guys, I'm happy with this one. Of course, you could go and argue that I feel like always... especially the technological progress mandate is really almost like a no-brainer. It's so helpful, but Yeah, we're not here to optimize everything. It's if you want that, I'm not your right YouTuber. There's excellent masters of the game that focus on getting the best out of in a short time. With me, you're just seeing me struggling. No, struggle is too much, I guess. Here's Brusilov, right? Yeah, Brusilov gets a promotion, surely. Yeah, we've been building a couple of new troops, so... Grand Duke Nicolas Romanov. Okay. He can have a role in the... Yeah, come on, Brusilov, we make general immediately. He's a good lad. And here we're still waiting for people to work. And in Tomsk... Actually, we can build another one. Maybe that's... I think that's the only infrastructure we always didn't see at first place. Wow, guys, we're coming to the point where slowly, I think that was long, our queue was open for quite a while. Let's get some Ottoman ships for our vassals. That I'm actually surprised when we're done with that and we can build new stuff. Is Empire of Japan, by the way, no, they're fighting the Austrians, surely they do. Uprising down here already put Calais. Okay, anything else? Who can we invite? Serbia and so forth. Yeah, Serbia. Oh, there's a chance. That's new. Come on, Serbia. Serbia has to be... The weird thing is the obligation doesn't change anything. With a 40% chance I will go for. I mean, in my opinion, it declined, but it should be part of us. What about Wallachia, actually? What about Haiti trade agreement we had going on? Nothing. We should maybe also go with a trade agreement to Wallachia. Bohemia, nothing. So we also won't see any Italian unification, or at least right now. And are they not winning this one? Okay, I think they reconquered the capital of the Confederation of the Rhine, and thereby keeping a positive and not dropping to -100. And we do have the backroom dealings. Prominent members of Petit Bourgeois, outspoken supporters of racial segregation and close allies of Leonard Tukhachevsky have been exposed in a corruption scandal. That's weird. Weren't they like mostly against it? Such is the nature of politics, I think. I don't want to spend bureaucracy on it, even though this 23%. We've got to wait a bit. Yeah, racial segregation seems to be a big problem for us so far. Damn it, why are they like increasing again? This is like, sometimes it's a little bit too hard to bring them down. I mean, this tiny Bukhara, what they're supposed to do. I feel like we could send somebody in and be like, just, yo, you have lost. And actually, I'm gonna do that. Turning them into a puppet, let's go. With worst case, we have to fight. Worst case, somebody's joining them. The 1.4 autonomy is no problem. I think they accepted even. Amazing. I guess, can we, no. In this case, okay, this has been accepted over here. 24, boah, that's too much. 47 infamy for the annexation, holy moly. 5.9 for Finland. Is Finland completely depleted? Potentially. Oh yeah. Where did they go to? That's something I want to find out. Did they migrate to our place or to the world? Oh wow. Vladivostok. They actually went to Asia. Wow, into Alta Manchuria. That's impressive. Siberian, Azerbaijani, okay. Interesting. Assyrian. Assyrian is what? Middle Eastern heritage. But they left their home at globally. Oh, this is the map. Oh, no, they're still here. Crazy. I mean, through our... This is an interesting mix of people over here. Manchu. The Manchu are only 2% anymore. That's insane. Where did they move to? Globally, is there... No, mostly still in the area. And sometimes it's kind of weird how people spread. let's check out for the Koreans, since we saw them in Lithuania. Okay, the Koreans are living in central Russia, Valak, Bessarabia, and over there Lithuania. Sick. Gold discovered in Ural. Gold rush. 20 million investment hope. Wow. I'm going for mine because, yeah, we want some more money right now. I mean, that's worth something. At least this I want to finish this up, and then I don't know. I think actually Galicia, Ludomeri, and Baltic governates, depending on the racial progress in terms of the racial segregation, would be more interesting than making Uyghurstan and Mongolia green, right? Or Korea green, or we take bigger chunks of Manchuria. It's all about the infamy management in this case. And there we go, we're catching up a little bit with our government, but yeah, not enough, so that's why I'm gonna fire out some more. Tula. Crazy how much we need. I mean, I don't want to overdo, because at some point we also get telephones and such, I guess. Yeah, let's see how this is going. Let's see what else we need. Actually, motors. Wow, lead. The rest is really, really good. Like, we have so cheap prices and so many things. What is our biggest trade route? Is there any massive sugar dye? That's okay, we can import that. Tools? Oh, well. Actually, okay, we can do some more explosives. I was thinking we should do also some more paper, since we're just building so much paper intensive stuff. Yeah, the Poles can do some paper. Okay, just some more paper mills in there. And then some more explosive factories, I guess. Which we do wanna... Is there any heavy... Anything where we should focus on it? Where we have a lot... Oh, Tula, wow. Ah, it's already incoming. I had some of them already in the planning. What? When is the Tula the 10? I don't see them coming. Is there like... Okay, now this is really odd that probably our private sector, but I didn't expect it to invest so heavily in one province that they're building just Gyeonggi. Sounds very Korean. So apparently we're building a massive... There's going to build up of a massive... Wow, okay, this is a very big tooling workshop here in Korea. Holy shit, this is really huge. And Korea is very industrialized. What bit per person do they have right now? GDP per capita, Korea, 2... We do have... Less! That can't be true, we have to exploit them a little bit. Korea is profiting from our cheap resources or what, and building having a... Under our guardianship. But we have... Okay, the standard of living is still better for us. Wow, a lot of stuff happening over there. Well, I was lost in other things. Let's work through that one. Wow, 5 events, holy moly. Law proposal causes uproar in Ugrian communities. Claiming that the enactment of racial segregation could affect the country's Ugrian inhabitants in a disproportionately negative way, Ugrian firebrands have riled their communities against the current law proposal. Give them a finger and they'll cry for an arm. Give them an arm and, before you know it, they'll weaponize the arm, batter you all you know to death with it, and pilfer the corpses for even more concessions. By the way, I think with the next upcoming patch they're working on, they're also even differentiating a little bit more within who likes which kind of culture exclusion inclusion moves. Because right now I think it's quite inflexible, but for the next time the people losing their gravity, for example, now I think if we would go for racial segregation in the next update, the Russians would really not like that too much, that they're losing their privileges. Yeah, so interesting stuff. I think it makes the game actually more realistic, and that's good. From what I've read and what I've seen so far in the developer diaries, I'm quite convinced that this entire culture rework sounds good to me. I mean, some people have been polemically hating against it, like, there's so much other stuff to do in Victoria First. But then they actually, I think, for example, war is fine, rather diplomacy, as I've been complaining. Yeah, we shall see. Ugrians, no, come on, make some token. We don't care too much about them here. There's not so many. The Nizhny Novgorod flood. Local riverbanks have burst in Nizhny Novgorod, destroying homes and taking lives. The banks had been swelling for days, but we didn't expect a deluge last night. We weren't prepared. State will have to figure it out on their own, or you should put some more money into relief. For 2 years, 65,000 per month. We do have, how many people live in Nizhny Novgorod? 3 million. That's not that. But actually, there's not so much industry, coal, iron mines. That's it. Iron mines and some stuff. And come on, state will have to figure it out on their own. The devastation. Yeah, and if they have a famine, they'll have a famine. Come on, we're still a Tsarist Russia. Foreign Manifesto, yeah, this one we know. George Moorman have become popular. Who's he? A Afro-American Hudson Bay Company traditionalist who wants to preserve national supremacy in Russia. Yeah, again, I think here this might be altered once they have this culture rework in the next patch, because why would this man be interested? Who is discriminated or not in Russia, but this foreign interference had ought to be punished, exactly. Ever-increasing influence. Members of the Anti-British Association have discreetly dispatched one of their number to amplify their mission in Russia's most widely read newspaper. The Anti-British Association has calculated with utmost mastery the dissemination of materials to secure a foothold in both the political world and the public's imagination. With a great satisfaction, a lobbyist comments, "There's no denying that the number and reach of newspapers is ever expanding. This approach is sure to reach influential lawmakers to favor our scheme." Okay, this is ingenious, or do we need to pacify the gentry assembly? Not really, but we'd lose with this one. We'd probably lose our profitable estates. Yeah, it's really nice that they're building up such an investment pool. Legitimacy. This is ingenious. Yes, sir. That's what we're going for. Since even strengthening those guys, really nice. And we do have the last event due a promotion. Yeah, Major General Andrei Bulatovich. He's what? A pacifist, brave defense. Yeah, come on, get your promotion, and they love us really nice. So we can do something very anti-aristocratic soon and go for communism. What is this? Yeah, okay, just something in India and Persia. And oh my god, no. Is this new? Yeah, apparently either the North German Federation has lost the war to the Confederation of the Rhine. And the British, of course. Or what is this? I'm like, didn't see this happening. That Hesse and Saxony essentially... Were they part of it before, or was this actually... Did the Prussians lose that? Oh my god. The world is such a mess in this run-through. Here's a Baden revolt, yeah, whatever. Just this map of Germany is so confusing, but not as confusing as the map of the Americas over there. And of course China, whatever you want. Yeah, this world is an absolute shit show. Hey, wow, by the way, talking about this world, actually the world is amazing since If you would have looked a second ago, we just overtook the French in the prestige ranking, becoming number 2, and while the British are running away, I feel like we're trying everything, but the distance isn't even increasing. And once again, I'm not sure if it's part of the mod that they just got some AI buffs on the performance, which benefits mostly like the countries that already have a very strong baseline set up, like obviously the British that have basically everything to become fully unjustified the world's leading power of the 19th century. Absolutely no historical role model for that one. I'm just kidding around. Yeah. What's happening? No, come on. Now we have to... Bukhara revolt, exactly. Sure. We want to annex them soon. Okay, I'm gonna send the Kamchatka force shooting with 44 battalions on 0 battalions. That's gonna work quite well, I would say. Whew. Okay, let's have a look at the research. Open hearth process, going to increase our steel production even further. That's great. However, steel is actually already so cheap. We can switch to steel construction, I guess. I mean, yeah, of course we're making a lot of... We have quite a deficit right now, but how much would it be actually? Can you scroll down? I want to see that up. Lower things, no. They predict minus 21k. That would be not so much for the... I guess like glass is going to be quite... Let's just try it out. We actually got cheaper while we are building with almost double. Wow. This comes quite unexpected, leading to what? Higher steel prices, which is actually good. Mortars, yeah. Glass needs to be. We need to build some glass. That seems to be right. Yeah, that's a great one. And probably this is going to push even our entire economy once more. First of all, because now we're going to construct with such a speed. And at the same time, urban. The just increased demand for steel after we had such a build-up for our steel industry is fantastic. Yeah, let's do some glass in places where we're not necessarily so invested in other things yet, which is hard to tell from here. But also, I mean, Moscow never hurts. Crazy. That's like apparently we have been built a lot in Korea already. Good, we have these investment rights. Yeah, but to some extent we definitely... Oh no, whoa, this was a calculation error, guys. Minus 400k. So it tripled our building costs. Let's see. Maybe we have to... This might have been a little bit too intense. Oh, maybe we have to set back. Yeah, we have to turn back some of those. But I would like to keep on going with a more gradual change in that. Yeah, Primorius days. The main Russian centers can remain with steel building, but with some here from to the east and to the Caucasus, I'm gonna go back to iron frame. And we will slowly upgrade over time. And Uzbekia as well. Uzbekia, 5 construction centers, wow. I don't want to run us to a strong deficit. I mean, we do have... Oh, we still have... Oh, I thought we have medium taxes, but we still have high taxes. Of course, we have to exploit our population. They're not living for fun in Russia. This is still a Tsardom. Until we pacify the lower stratas in our glorious upcoming Soviet Union. Nobody has heard of so far. Oh yeah, there you go, we're saving up some expenses, but yeah, there we go, also lost already 500 constructions, so sad. Come on. I mean, a little bit of a deficit we can go for. What is it's fine. We built really in every single province one. Now I'm realizing that it's quite a lot of provinces we do have. Maybe I should have rather switched all back and switched a couple of on. But yeah, now it's already been rested. And now comes this stupid revolt over there. Alaska, most definitely. No, only Iron Frame. Actually, with this shattered America and our foothold in the Alaskas, we should consider later bringing communism to Northern America. Isn't that the most evil plan of all times? Before that, we have a rousing speech that captivates the public. This afternoon, Leonid Tucholsky, leader of the Petit Bourgeois, delivered a fiery speech advocating for the enactment of racial segregation. Making an appearance before the public in St. Petersburg Main Square, Leonid Tucholsky's powerful rhetoric left even his most embittered political opponents impressed. Excerpts from the speech are already being circulated across Russia, fanning the fires of an already roaring debate. There's no debate, guys. It's like, there's no... Oh, by the way, they pushed to adoption already. They're really very, very optimistic we're gonna make it this time. He's an authoritarian, that's actually not bad, right? So we can... Do we want to bolster them a bit? But is he a... He's probably not a socialist, he's probably... They do like single-state parties no matter what. It's a little bit odd, right? I feel like there are people out there that just like authoritarian control, with no matter from which side. Anyhow, he's been quite active in this time. Performance like these reflect well on Leonid Tucholsky's and his course. Yeah, come on. Let's grant it to him this time, even though they don't like it. There we go, this revolt is being suppressed, lovely. Oh, nice, we're catching up here with our bureaucracy finally. After expanding this, we got the steam donkey. By applying steam power to a winch system, it is possible to achieve similar levels of power without the same amount of labor. Great, but... Right, I hope I'm not mixing stuff up. This should be just... it just saves us labor, and we should still have... there's no necessity to basically start saving up labor with the mines. But we could actually enact some more rail transportation here and there. That's what I would like to do. Steam donkey, steam donkey, steam donkey, yeah. I think this is a technology I rarely researched, actually. Maybe some... I mean, of course, it's always a... This is a interesting question. You would rather have the more profits or more profitable production centers that will, in the end, either go to the capitalist or to the aristocrat wallet, thereby increasing their standard of living and also their demands, for further enhancing, of course, a population demand in the economy. At the same time, I got lost a bit. Of course, it's also good to have more people employed, so we have a lower strata that has enough to eat and doesn't starve and doesn't get so radical. I'm not 100% sure how this would eventually result, what the result would be if we switch all of our mines to steam donkey. Probably we had a couple of unemployed. At this time, and the point in history, you would assume there would be this would be the optimal groundwork for a socialist revolution, communist uprising. But in Victoria, and with our technology and our strong state, we might be even able to suppress it. So let me know what you think about that, if you have any experience. Do you like the steam donkey? For me, it's personally something I only use these. This is my playstyle probably. I mostly use these labor-saving technologies only at the point where we are actually lacking labor and we have full employment. Yeah, which doesn't reflect reality to its fullest. But that's because in this game you'll be making the decision basically that normally the capitalist would do, rather optimize, and you at the same time you're the operator of the company, the owner of the company, while also being the state. So Victoria puts you in a position that is a little bit, yeah, you have to abstract, I think, about that. And what do we see here? So first of all, of course, amazing, we have racial segregation. Foreign cultures of different heritage are discriminated against. Yeah, And what sounds so negative here is actually a change to the better from national supremacy, leading to a inclusion of, and then you can see that best in the cultures tab, as I said, from the Polish, the Ashkenazi Jews, the Bulgarians, the Georgians, the Romanians, the North Germans, the Greek, the Armenians, the Mordvins? Finnic. Yeah, like I guess the Finnish also that we hated so before, being all accepted now in Russia. No need now they're leaving the Uzbeks and the Kazakhs and the Tatars, like and the Koreans, all the Asian population as the only discriminated people in our country, but that's bearable. Making it also possible, first of all, now the Poles in Warsaw and so forth should be way better off. And then I would love to also annex here the Baltic governments and the Grand Duchy of Finland to clear a little bit here up in the west, but we have to see when we can do that. Alright guys, I think it's not the end of the year, but nevertheless it's a good moment to end this very episode. I hope you really liked it. Let me know down in the comments what you would like to see. If you have any ideas, suggestions, how we can first of all trigger or like go forward and rush this or go to this Soviet Union we want to achieve here. At the same time, let me know of course how you would see these labor saving technologies we can apply in the game, how this reflects for you, and the political, how the pops should be reflected. What do you think they are right now, and how this serves in the future, or how this serves the purpose of the game and this abstraction of the society in the 19th century? If you have any smart ideas about that, I'm happy to hear them. If not, also no problem. And most importantly, if you haven't yet, it would be simply fantastic if you support this channel and me by leaving me a like and subscription, since it motivates me, helps me growing this channel, and would just be nice of you. And then most importantly, see you next time in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye. Your Strategy Wolf.